everyone. This is the last video in the mixtures and alligation series. So that was the last question we did in the previous video. So here we have another, a slightly different kind of question. So far we have seen alligation with two varieties. Now here is a question with alligation with three varieties, right? So let us see how we can apply alligation here, right? So here we have three varieties. One is rupees 20 per kg. So what will we take as the average here, right? You have to take cost price as the average. So rupees 20 per kg, that is A1, rupees 24 per kg, that is A2, and rupees 30 per kg is A3. Okay, now 30 per kg is not the average cost price, it is the average selling price of the mixture. So like we did in one of the questions previously, we have to first find out the cost price. Only then we can work further with alligation, right? So the profit percentage is given again by applying the formula. Here I have applied the formula. Okay, selling price of the mixture at 20% profit is 30. It is given. So the formula, by applying the formula, which is the formula we have to apply again, selling price minus cost price by cost price into 100. That will give me the cost price. So I got the cost price as 25. Okay, so it's nothing. I've not written down the steps. You've just applied the formula to get the cost price. So I've got the cost price, right? Now the average cost price of the three varieties mixed together is 25. Okay, now our first job is to find out. We have to take two at a time because we know how to do alligation for two things. So let's take two at a time. How will you choose the two? Don't take 20 and 24. Why? Because your average is 25. Take two quantities so that 25 is between the two quantities. Between the two values, right? So I'll choose 20 and 30, right? First I'll choose 20 and 30. 25 lies between 20 and 30. So I'll work with A1 and A3. Okay, so I have got 20, 30, 25. So here you know how to do the alligation thing. So I got 5:5. The ratio is 5:5 or 1:1. This is the ratio between N1 and N3. 20, I took 20 and 30. Remember, the final ratio that you get is always the ratio of quantities, right? Okay. Now, which will I take next? 24 and 30, because 25 lies between 24 and 30. Okay. So when I do the alligation on that, right, you know how to do alligation very well by now. So I get the ratio as 5:1. What is this ratio? This is the ratio of the quantities second and third variety. N2 by N3 is equal to 5:1, right? So the final ratio, how will you now find the final ratio? What you have to do is, once you've got the two ratios, what is the common thing here? The common thing is N3 here, okay? But you have a part of N3 from this, one part of N3 from this, and another part of N3 from the second combination, right? So you have to include both the parts. That is why N1 is 1, okay, fine. How many parts of N2 is there? 5 parts of N2. But how many parts of N3? From both together, there are 2 parts of N3. So you have to consider it from both parts, right? So the final ratio is N1:N2:N3 is 1:5:2. Now it is given that you have to now divide, you have to find how many kgs of the second variety will be there in the mixture if 2 kgs of the third variety is there in the mixture, right? So ratio and proportion, this corresponds to 2 kgs itself. So the parts is equivalent to the kgs, right? So here also the parts will be equivalent to the kgs. So since there are 5 parts of the second variety, what is the weight of the second variety? It is 5 kg. Okay, so this is how you do when you're mixing three varieties of things you're mixing and then you're trying to find the quantity or whatever, okay, using alligation. So that is another variety, another kind of problem. Let's move on to another kind of alligation. So this is known as repeated dilution. This is type 2 alligation. So this is used to calculate pure quantity left. So I'll tell you the situation. I'll explain to you the situation. Here you have a liquid which is kept in a vessel, okay, completely filled with the liquid, pure liquid. Now what is being done is, suppose the volume of liquid that was there in the vessel is X. Okay, suppose a container contains X units. What is being done? Y units of the liquid is being taken out and it is being replaced with water. So what is happening? Dilution is happening. So Y units are taken out and replaced with water. This is repeated n times. Totally, this operation is done 10 times. What is being done? Y units is being taken out and then it is replaced with water. Again it's taken out, again it's replaced with water. And this is being done n times. Then how much pure quantity is now left in the vessel after n operations? Right now in the vessel overall it is completely full, but it is filled with a mixture. How much pure liquid is left? This is the question. So it is given by X into, you can, this is 1 minus Y by X. Okay, 1 minus Y by X is separate. Either like that you write, or you can also write it as X into X minus Y by X raised to N. This is the pure quantity of liquid left. Okay, let's see how we can apply it in the question. Okay, so here we have a container contains 40 liters of milk. Okay, so what is the X here? It is 40. How much was there in the beginning? That is your X, right? And how much is being drawn out? 4 liters. So 4 liters becomes your Y, right? And it was repeated further 2 times. So what is your N? How many times is it being repeated? It is being repeated N times. Sorry, 3 times. In this particular question, it is, don't get fooled by this 2 times. Already 1 time it was done. Okay, and then 2 more times. So totally it has been done 3 times. So take a look at this formula again. It is, sorry. Take a look at this formula again. It is X into X minus Y by X raised to N. Okay, or X into 1 minus Y by X the whole raised to N. Now here in this question, your X was 40, your Y was 4 and your N is 3. So just apply it. I have just applied the formula X into X minus Y by X the whole raised to 3. And what is left? 29.16 liters is left. Okay, one more question from this. Okay, so here again 8 liters are drawn from a cask filled with wine and is then filled with water. So they have started with 8 liters is drawn out. So what is this 8 liters? It is the Y in the formula. Okay, and it is performed 3 more times. So that means totally how many times it was performed? 4 times. So your N is equal to 4. Ratio of the quantity of wine now left in the cask to that of the total solution is 16 by 21. So let us look at this formula. The pure quantity left, this formula is giving us the pure quantity left. Okay, so if I take X to the other side, the formula becomes quantity left by X. What is X? X is the original quantity of pure liquid in the vessel. Original quantity of liquid in the vessel. So quantity left by original quantity is equal to, we are left with this on the right hand side. Okay, now let us see what is the 16 by 81. What is the 16 by 81? It is the ratio of the quantity of wine now left in the cask to that of the total solution. So that is the left hand side now. See, quantity left by original quantity. I just took this X to the other side, right? So on the left hand side, it is 16 by 81. This is what is given as 16 by 81 in the question. You can once again go to the question and relate it. So it is 16 by 81. You're required to find the X. How much wine did the cask hold originally? X is what we have to find out, right? So we get X is equal to 24 on solving this. So these are the different kind. We have seen almost all kinds of alligation problems in these video series, through these video series. I hope you have understood it. Okay, practice a lot. It's not just enough to practice these questions. You have to practice a lot of extra questions also, right? And this is a good thing to learn because you can do many questions very fast using this. Not only a mixture of solutions questions, it can be used in many other different kinds of questions, right? So that's it for mixtures and alligation. Thank you.